Alright, audience, here we go. This is the highly requested apothecary tour. I'm gonna go fast, try and keep up. Alright guys, so I'm gonna start over here. Cat's claw bark. Star anise. Oregano. Coconut flakes. Excuse me, my allergies are crazy today. Juniper, and now I'm going to be moving all this dust around. And let's see here, eggshells. These are my whole ones. I do have powdered ones on the other side of the apothecary, which you will see. Oh, big old jar of chilies. Whenever a spell needs a little kick or a little fire. Let's see here. Cotton. This is not processed cotton or cleaned. It's actually collected at the side of the road in a field. Shave grass. Garlic. One of my favorites for cooking too, really. I love garlic. Coriander, peppercorns, and some dried orange slices. Tapine, which is a chili. Queen of the Meadow. And meadow sweets. Witch hazel. Boarhound. Vetiver. Yarrow. Slippery elm. Sarsaparilla root. Poppy seed. Ginger root. Cloves. Getting kind of low on those. Anise seed. Cramp bark. Elderberries. Allspice. Creosote seeds. These are the actual little seeds. Look at them, they're all furry, so they can blow around in the desert. Ellen Campine. I think I have two of those actually. Orris root. Dittany. Birch bark. Quassia. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. Quassia. Cumin seed. Galanga. Comfrey. A little bit of patchouli left. And motherwood. Corn silk. Calamus. Sesame seeds. And Ellen Campine. See, I knew I had two of these. I hate it when I do that. And then the last thing on this shelf is my little spoons, my antique spoons. I always keep them there. They come in handy. And then I keep this little tin tray that is an actual like Christmas card box that I just painted black. But I keep it for my bay leaves, especially the ones that are big solid pieces, and you can write, you know, your intention. Okay, so now I'm gonna give this shelf a little spray with some wood cleaner here, and we're gonna talk about some tips when it comes to where in the world do I get all my jars for my witchy supplies. Now, this is if you have space. If you don't have space, then I would say, you know, Ziploc baggies in a box will work a miracle. Okay, so the biggest thing I can say when it comes to jars and herbs is to open your eyes and become aware. When it comes to jars, the best thing to do is to try and recycle. And you just become, you know, aware, you know, you open a jar of pickles, you eat all the pickles, use it. Olive jars, Starbucks jars, your Snapple jars, everything. Spaghetti jars, oh, even salsa jars. Case in point, this is like a paste picante salsa jar. I'm like, those are all great options that you can recycle, you know, within your own household. You're already buying the food and you have that jar. All you gotta do is clean it out. Hot soapy water, get the label off as much as you can. Acetone is really good to get some of that, get rid of that, you know, sticky glue label sometimes. Also, you can go to, if you have someone or you know someone that has a baby, seriously, hit them up, because hello, baby food jars, you can paint it black or whatever color so you don't have all these different colored lids and it feels more, you know, like pulled together, more organized. You know, those are like the mother load. These jars I got at the dollar store, another place to look for jars on the cheap. Thrift shops, dollar stores, trying to get it from baby food jars from friends if you have any that have kids. Recycling as well. What else? There is also Michael's, Joann's, and like Hobby Lobby. If you kind of watch those stores, they will put all their glassware on sale. That's when you swoop in. When it goes on 50% off or so, that's usually when I go in and I will buy a few jars. And it's always a few at a time. This has never been an instant like boom, you know, overnight kind of thing. It takes time to build an apothecary. It really does. And I mean, you want to go kind of slow so that you actually pause and use what you're buying. Otherwise, you kind of forget. Another tip about jars, use your vertical space. Go up versus filling it all in the bottom, because you'll lose so much space if you just have all these on the bottom. You know, why not go vertical and use all that? Plus, you can see them better. So steer clear of buying jars. You know, as cute as this is, it's a pain in the ass. You can't stack it. You know, you lose all that space. You know, I use a couple of them, but more than likely, eventually I'll probably get tired of them and buy ones that have flat tops, because I can stack them and I can get more in there. So California white sage, big jar, because I use a lot of it. Let me see here. This is what's left of my mugwort. Lavender, more the leaves and a little bit of the flowers there from the plant. Spearmint, bridal bush, also known as yellow medicine, eucalyptus leaves, lemongrass. I always put K-sage, you know, kitchen sage. My beloved echinacea, love that stuff, love it. basil, dill, thyme, some lemon balm, mint, blessed thistle, alfalfa, hops, damina, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. Oh, don't see my face. Parsley, skullcap, catnip, what? Valerian? Yeah, that's Valerian. I ain't opening that one. Myrtle, senna leaves, vervain, rue, St. John's wort, and you'll see a lot of these I have either a black permanent marker or a silver permanent marker, and I just write on the lid. I kind of keep the whole black and silver thing going on as my theme. Also, these are organized like this is more rooty, barky berries kind of thing, and then this level tends to be more my leafy stuff for the most part. Cedar, it makes it hella easier when you're trying to concoct something, or you know, you're going to the apothecary and trying to let intuition guide you. Pennyroyal, bone sets, strawberry leaves, mesquite, and nettle. Big old jar. Alright, so let's talk herbs. Now, again, be aware. First thing, go to your kitchen cupboard. See what you got in there. Because you know what? You don't have to buy it. It's there already. So, use it up. Next, again, become aware. Look everywhere. Pay attention. Everything in nature, you know, you basically walk outside. It's there. It's free. So this means, you know, your backyard, your local park, your local rivers, the trail you walk your dog along. All of those things are chock full of free herbs and items that you can use in your practice. Now, I think it's there's much more of a connection when you are working with a lot of your local plant life. Seriously, guys, I can't describe it until you actually try it for yourself. So just become aware of what's alongside the road. You know, half of the time I will jump out of my car and grab my little floral shears and cut off something or collect something and then be on my merry way. So yeah, side of the road, parks, rivers, everything, those are great places. Your backyard, for goodness sake. You know, just open your eyes. Also, we will mention grocery stores. You know, you can go into the spice section and find a lot of dry herbs. Definitely, you know, sometimes they can be a little expensive in the grocery store, so keep that in mind. Also, I will point out, do not forget when you're in the grocery store that if you check in your fresh produce aisle, sometimes they have fresh herbs there that you can buy and then just dry yourself. And also, if you're lucky enough to have like Oriental markets or Hispanic stores in your neighborhood, those are chock full of witchy herby essentials. Big time. Also, don't forget your 99-cent store. They have have a lot of stuff as well. Pretty much everything witchy can be found in there. You'd be surprised. Don't forget about Amazon. Amazon's cool, but you gotta be careful. Gotta do your research. Pay attention to the reviews for that seller before you go and buy something. I would, if it's something that you want to use for like magical teas or internal medicine, the one place I would recommend definitely is Mountain Rose. I believe everybody's mentioned this place before, but their herbs are just freaking quality. I mean, you really notice it when you get them, you know, and they are ethically harvested and stuff like that as well. So I'm like, it's a really good company to check out. Also, don't forget health food stores. You know, sometimes they can be a little expensive, but I have walked in there and found, you know, little packages of herbs before as well. 13 Moons, I'll mention them. I've bought some things from them before as well. You know, if it's like herbs that you don't intend to consume, I would go there. Also, other witches, you know, they might have their Etsy shops and stuff like that, so you kind of support them by buying through them. So I think that's pretty much it. You know, because this is my last shelf on here. This is where I keep most of my flowers or anything floral. I have linden, leaves and flowers. This, I know it looks disgusting, but it's old storm water and I don't even use it. I just keep it here to guard over the herbs and kind of empower them, because it was from a storm when I first opened my Book of Shadows. It started to rain and I was just like, wow, I have to have some of this water. So yeah, that's what that's from. But it's so old and I'm like, I can't bring myself to get rid of it. Vittix, lemongrass, echinacea. Oh, these guys, I meant to put them on the other shelf. Look at that, they made a second debut. That's okay. My lavender, which I just need to refill. What is this? Oh, creosote. This is the actual like stems, leaves, and some of the seeds. Last year was really wet, so we got a lot of rain, so I collected a lot of stuff last year. Verbena, which I collected as well. Look at that. Look how purple it is. Let's see here. Mullein. Magnolia. Woo. Tansy. Rose. These are actual creosote flowers. Chamomile, which is too low for my comfort. That one needs to be restocked. Rosebuds. Calendula. Jasmine. And arnica. No internal use on that guy. And that, my friends, is it for the last shelf. Support this channel by subscribing, commenting, and liking. You can also follow me on Instagram to keep up with me on the daily fly.